Hello everyone, we're going to be covering another Bughouse arena. Specifically, this is Open Arena number 4 on chess.com. And it should start in a few seconds here. So I see Bughouse Lad and ZBB are playing. So that's Nicholas Tice and Silent Scope. They're probably the favorites to win this particular arena. I also see Soccer Boy is in there, Diley, Dark Shrine. I think GM Chess Sharks is. I think she's gonna. I think he is gonna partner uh, the to Miss Jenny. I'm not sure though. Wait, what? We're like 1 second in, and already some people have some quick wins. So that's kind of amazing. All right. Let's watch. Yeah. So GM Chess Sharks is a streamer. I wonder if they're streaming right now. Let me check the chess category, see if they're on. Because if so, we should shout them out. Don't see them right now. Oh, they're playing against VJ Baker and Soccer Boy. VJ Baker, Soccer Boy probably going to do pretty good here. I think VJ Baker is already qualified with another partner, but I'm not sure what partner he is going to prefer if a choice needs to be made. This bishop does cover f1. Chess Shark's going to try to stay safe. Chess Shark's very fast player, but it's hard to compete with the speed of VJ Baker, and VJ Baker definitely more experienced at Bughouse than Chess Sharks. So looks like Soccer Boy is going to be able to pick up a queen with initiative, or could just wait for. Okay, well now some diagonals mate. I don't like knight out because they were up time and just 2 pawns would have made it. But I guess they're waiting for a knight. So knight can't take because the knight would mate with knight at e7. Oh, now knight check. Oh, yeah, that was check. Okay. Now knight is crushing. Soccer Boy wants a knight. They're up a lot of time. This knight seems to be trapped. That was definitely worth sacking for. Now you could just sack the queen there. Probably should have. Queen at bishop at h6 helps to stay safe. Probably just knight takes knight. Oh, I would not have taken that. That's mate. So Ladybug falls to checkmate. Let's check out the Nicholas Tice team. Okay. I guess we'll watch this game and then we'll watch Nicholas Tice team after that. So this is an open arena, meaning there's no limit on rating. So we can have 2600s playing in a tournament like this. So it's going to be tougher for Ladybug to qualify. Ladybug not quite that skilled, but she's trying to play every arena to give herself the maximum possible chances to qualify in both categories. And she's picked up a good partner in Chess Sharks. Chess Sharks is a grandmaster, a streamer as well, and seems to be fairly decent at Bughouse. Ladybug trying to stay safe. Probably just pawn takes pawn here. I don't like this knight check. It's a pretty bad move. That was just a free knight. Although now if a knight comes, it'd be in good shape. And this knight is kind of hard to defend. Are they uptime? They're downtime. If they were uptime, it would be fine. If they were uptime, queen takes knight, knight check, pawn check, and they'd be in business. But downtime is going to be unfortunate for them. Now Gold Collector is on initiative. They're up about 2 seconds. Diagonals are good. I don't like this knight move. Well, now a pawn probably mates. Okay, I don't like that move either. Now a knight is needed to mate. I guess the rook mates. Okay, rook mates. So rook check, then queen takes. Or rook takes, either way. So Barris and Gold Collector are up time. Gold Collector played the previous arena with a different partner. All right, we're gonna not watch this game. Instead, we're gonna watch the current leaders of the tournament. Bughouse Lad is Nicholas Tice. ZBB is Silent Scope from the Free Internet Chess server. Looks like Bughouse Lad is king. Or no, I'm sorry. Bughouse Lad is attacking. Graph's king is not so happy. Wait, is there mate? Oh no. If it were Graph's move, there would be mate with rook check, rook takes, knight mate, some other mate. But it is Bughouse Lad's move. Isn't like pawn up mate or pawn in? I'm not sure why he's sitting. Oh, I guess not, because that can be taken. Okay. So you could also defend. This defends against the mate. They're downtime though. Bughouse Lad needs material. He wants to attack. He's defending a little bit. I guess I guess they lost that one. Let's check. I guess stand-ins have not updated yet. Yeah, they lost that one. They're off streak. That's the first game they've lost so far. But still winning the arena. So ZBB, Silent Scope, used to play a lot with Chicken back in the day. I've played a bit with ZBB. There was a tournament I went to, an over-the-board tournament, the U.S. Amateur Team East, one of the years. They have a Bughouse tournament every year there. And there's one year I went to competing in the Bughouse tournament. Knight would have won, but didn't want to wait for it, I guess. There's one year I went to compete in the Bughouse tournament, and ZVB was supposed to partner Peter Manier, P. Manier, but P. Manier in his chess game was taking longer than he wanted. So he ended up partnering me instead, and we finished second in the tournament. And the only game we lost, I mean, it was kind of my fault. My partner had mate on his board, but we were down like 30 seconds. So I had to survive at chess for 30 seconds, and I was unable to do that. But a very strong player. Bughouse Lad trying to keep safe, and has taken the sacked pawn. They should be able to hold on pretty easily here, and ZBB is on the attack. You can ignore that bishop. This should be mate, knight up. So pawn plus bishop mates. So his partner's going to go for a bishop. They are up a bunch of time. Even without that, he's still in a good position. He could just take this bishop while he's waiting. Another possibility. Okay, there's the pawn. So he could drop the pawn in. I would still consider just taking this bishop. Because the bishop is going to... Oh, well, now it doesn't need it. Pawn check, bishop check is made. I just figured getting the bishop would help this partner to win a bishop. It's a quick win for Bughouse Lab and ZBB. Now on 17 arena points. So these arenas in the open section last an hour and a half, so 90 minutes. And each game is 2 minutes long. So a bit of a faster time control than the 3 minutes, which is the time control for the challenger section. I think this is the team that beat the Bughouse Lad before. But they have a nice position here. I would just take the bishop and then knight in to attack the queen. But no, Bughouse Lad is going to sack a little bit, keep the initiative. Gotta watch out for draws. Draw would not be so good. I like this check. So now a rook would mate with rook at e8, queen at, knight takes, some other mate. But they are down time. I don't think ZBB can get them a rook. So they're just going to go for the dark squares. Again, watch out for draw. So here you could bring the knight back. Maybe pawn check though first. And then if knight takes, knight back is going to be even better. This is going to lead to mate, knight back. Maybe he waits for pawn. Nope, he doesn't. So dominating position for Bughouse Lad. His partner seems to be living. Ooh, uh-oh. That queen mates him. So giving up that queen was a big mistake. Bughouse Lad moved a little bit too quickly. Was not able to give up that queen. I think Bughouse Lad, well, probably both Bughouse Lad and ZBB are a little bit rusty. Both obviously very strong at chess. I don't think they play Bughouse as regularly as they used to, though. Probably getting back in practice. And of course, communication, very important in this game. I'm sure they're on a call with each other, but they have to be careful to coordinate with each other. They're both very fast and aggressive players. They need to use that time advantage, though. ZBB attacking. If it were his move, he would have mate with knight-knight. Dark Shrine can try to defend or try to attack. He probably wants a pawn for e2, to be honest. Pawn at e2 is a pretty strong attack. He's down time, though. He may have to just drop the bishop here. Okay, he's going to defend. The queen mates him. I think Bughouse Lad can hold the queen now. He wants up for g6. Oh, he's not going to wait for it. Okay. So he's going to attack with initiative. That's a great move. That leads to mate. Knight takes, queen takes. The Dark Shrine has mate. And this is a one move quicker mate. So Bughouse Lad, ZBB, off streak again. Let's check out. Well, we're gonna watch one more. Oh, they keep matching up against this team that beat them. That's a little bit of bad luck. Hey, Boots. Welcome in. If you have any questions about Bughouse, feel free to ask. So Bughouse is a chess variant played by 4 players in teams of 2. Whenever you capture a piece, you hand it to your partner, and you can make a normal chess move or take any of the pieces in reserve that your partner has handed you, place them on any empty square as a move, and checkmate or flag on either board ends the game. You can play on chess.com. So right now I'm watching rather than playing. We are commentating on the Bughouse World Championship. Uh, and we're going to get to see a lot of strong games here. Bughouse Lad activated his queen. Knight check is probably going to be worth doing, and then a rook will mate. I don't think his partner can get him that immediately, though. Oh, that king takes is interesting. Alright, queen mates for Graf. I don't see a queen coming for him. Oh, and this is going to be a free queen. I mean, a queen for a piece at least. Oh, a very good trade. He doesn't take it immediately. He's going to leave the threat. This is a bit dangerous, though. Well, oh, I guess the bishop covers, so not really that dangerous. Still have the queen threat, not anymore. Now a knight is good. Okay, Graf is just going to defend. Sacking the queen, probably worth doing. Oh, that mated, actually. Queen takes, then queen in. That was a missed checkmate from Graf. Not a good idea to miss checkmates here in the open section. Open section is unforgiven. Knight check. I think he could... Well, then queen could come in. I think he needs to keep attacking. Maybe new knight in check. If you go here, it's mate. This is looking pretty good for ZVB. Let's take the free bishop. Maybe he's waiting for a queen. Queen check, bishop check is mate. Queen at g4. And if king goes down, no, he's just going to take the free bishop. Okay. Bughouse Lad seems fairly safe right now. So queen check, then queen takes was okay. This is going to work too. If king up, there's knight check. If king takes, this has got to be mate with pushing. He's just going to grab the queen and mates for his partner. All right, I think we want to check out the VJ Baker team. The VJ Baker team, probably our second seed in the tournament. VJ Baker has already qualified with another partner, but trying to qualify with Soccer Boy here. He has to pick one if he qualifies both ways. But players are allowed to try again with different partners. So this probably wins the queen, because if you ignore that, okay, yeah, then Soccer Boy wins the queen. VJ Baker is attacking. VJ Baker plays a lot of high-level Bughouse. He was playing just yesterday with a lot of the top players. I like this bishop move. Wins a piece, and you might not even take the piece. You might just keep attacking. You probably do since you have so much in hand. Gonna keep attacking with initiative. Queen in is good, or just the pawn in, also good. A lot of moves here. I think queen in is probably best, and then pawn takes pawn to reveal the rook. I was just going to take the knight. That threatens knight takes, threatens pawn takes. And VJ Baker had a mate in one on his board, so they've resigned it. In this arena format, it's not only winning, but it's also winning quickly. So quick wins are important. Oh, it looks like they're in a 9-game streak now, winning the tournament. it's not only winning games, it's also winning quickly. Oh, discovered attack. Exploiting the pin. Very nice. And it's also about streaks, as you get additional arena points when you win a game on streak. You now have a streak of 10, I believe, at 37 arena points, doing much better in the competition. Anyone else here that we should check out? There's a lot of lower rated teams here. And to be honest, there has not been as strong a competition this year as previous years, which is a bit surprising. There's still going to be some competition at the top, certainly, but it's disappointing that there's not more high rated teams. So in general, it would be unthinkable for a team rated under 2100 to even qualify in the open section. But now that is happening just because there's so few high level teams playing. We have two sections, the open section and the challenger section. They each have 8 arena qualifiers. Challenger is under 2200. I like this knight move, wins a queen. Challenger is under 2200 for a best rating, and open is open to anyone. So far there have been 6 qualifiers out of 8 in the challenger section. This is the 4th out of 8 in the open section. So even after this, we have 4 more arenas to go in the open section, 2 more in the challenger section, which will all be completed this weekend. I like how VJ Baker is making use of all of his pieces. Pawn takes, probably. Interesting. This is going to lead to mate for sure. He could just put the queen in, but this probably wins too. I think there was a missed move of knight takes pawn there. Here you could push your pawn and try to get this in, but then that's what he's going to do. He's a little bit vulnerable. I think he can live. We'll see. Probably knight check up here. If you take, this is defended a bunch of ways. Shaika really needs to continue the attack. This bishop helps defend though, and I think VJ Baker will be able to defend. If he can defend, it's just a win. His attack is pretty unstoppable. Soccer boy slightly up time. He also has good moves. Maybe he doesn't want to give up this knight. He could queen check and then wait for a bishop. This does allow a sack, but I don't think it leads anywhere, because all the squares are covered. Shaika gonna continue attacking, most likely. Okay, this is defended. C1 is weak. A4 is weak. But he really needs material. Maybe just pawn in. Or he could take the rook, but that gives a bishop, which is scary. Promote to knight, perhaps? He does. This is a nice attack by Shaika. He's going all in with attack, and he just ran out of attack. Now it's VJ Baker's turn, and he flags Shaika. Thank you, Oda, for the happy partner anniversary. Thanks, Illustrak. Yeah, I was honestly pretty surprised when I got partner a few years ago here. I guess it's been maybe 4 years at this point. But It was my second time applying for partner on Twitch, and I didn't think I would get it. They have pretty high standards, but I was very lucky to get partnered here. So taken is probably best, but that would trade the queens. It allows gold collector to attack. So we have to be very careful about taking this. To be honest, instead of moving here, I think he had pawn here. Pawn here, and then if queen takes, there's queen and mate. So I liked pawn at c2 before for Soccer Boy. I think that was a missed opportunity. This probably wins too, though. I would move my existing bishop rather than using a new one. Just because I always like to conserve pieces when I can. But it looks like this mates anyway. So you put the queen in here, knight check, get your queen out. It's looking good. Hey man, Ding did make it. Ding is playing actually in the challenger section. His rating is under 2200 best, and it matters as of when the arena starts. He qualified in arena number 5 in the challenger section, along with a friend of his from China. So Ding has not yet competed in the open section, but yeah, even winning the challenger section would be a very big accomplishment. Yeah, man with head of a dog. Ding, I feel like is still learning Bughouse. Okay, so bishop plus pawn mates, bishop, pawn, then knight. But that doesn't happen. BJ Baker going to continue to attack with what he has. So bishop is good again. And try to get his queen in. Oh, there's the bishop. Why is he not doing the bishop thing? Maybe he's trying to feed his partner, but I guess a rook mates for his partner. And the bishop move was just so good though. Oh, and Bughouse slide gets mate. That's good coordination for ZBB to get the rook for his partner. Yeah, so Ding is still learning Bughouse. I mean, presently he's like a 1900. He played some yesterday in the random pool, and kind of got eked a little bit by Papa Pizza. Papa Pizza is like a 2300 player, and he took maybe 30 or 40 points off of Ding in the random pool. Ding was playing with his partner, who he's playing with in the BWC. But yeah, Ding is still learning Bughouse. Bughouse not exactly like chess, but obviously people who are better at chess, it's far easier for them to learn the game than people who are not so good at chess. But what's so great to see is the enthusiasm, just how much he likes playing Bughouse. So we could see a queen sack and then a knight check here to win the queen. BJ Baker seems safe. Soccer Boy on the attack. Diagonals are good for Soccer Boy. If Soccer Boy runs out of attack, Bughouse Lad has a lot of pieces around this king. Someone's matched me to 5-minute chess. Let's go over to their profile. We're going to go ahead and block that person. We'll decline the match request. Go die in a fire. Okay, so BJ Baker getting attacked, but I think he should be able to hold the line here. The bigger problem is Soccer Boy. Once his attack runs out, he's going to be in trouble. That's discovered check. So take that. I think he could just take the knight. And then maybe new knight in one of these places. Oh, he's going to go for pawns on the 7th. This is going to mate. Turned out to be a good choice. New Night in his mate. Nice mate by Bughouse Lad. So Truth Doctor asks, are there enough people in this arena? Sorry, I missed that earlier. There are a lot of people playing in this arena, but not a lot of super strong players. At least unless some new people have entered. Let's see. I guess there's probably at least 3 teams over 2,200. But after that, it kind of falls off. There's the 4th place team is 1900s. So yeah, people aren't going to have trouble getting games this tournament. Rook mates for Soccer Boy with some other mate. The bigger issue is, for the open section, we would ideally like to see some higher rated players. That's a free rook for Dark Shrine. Soccer Boy now has a queen in hand. Oh, that's a nice move. So he has to defend first. As soon as he can get a tempo, he can take this rook, but not yet. Okay. The knight still guards this. So really, Graf is going to need to defend. Oh, Graf is dead. 2 queens in hand for Soccer Boy. VJ Baker up a lot of time as well. ZZB and Bughouse Lad have pulled into first place. Let's check out their game. Now they're on a streak of 10. They might have found their stride. I felt like they were a little bit rusty at the start of this, but they've played a lot of Bughouse in their lifetime. So I'm sure they'll get back into form fairly quickly. Well, Truth ICC, I only like Bughouse. That guy matched when I got a random match request, it was at chess. And even if it had been Bughouse, we're commentating right now. Knight here is mate. Oh, maybe not quite mate. No, that's mate. Yeah. Promote to knight. Fancy mate. So for those who don't know, if you have Auto Queen on chess.com, you can hold in the Alt key when you make your promotion, and then it'll let you pick a piece. Man with Head of Dog says some of reports chess opening preparation might work in Bug. And you say just kidding, but like in my opinion, Richard Rapport is the most fun chess player to watch. As a lot of players play just like super boring openings, but if I'm watching chess, at least it's good to see some unconventional stuff. That's also why I enjoy watching True Player, who doesn't play the same openings as everyone else. Although when I'm partnered to True Player, sometimes I get frustrated by his playing style when he will sack a queen or something like that. Sometimes without compensation, but fun to watch for sure. Did Bughouse Lad and ZBB play on Fixed? They did. So Bughouse Lad is Nicholas Tice. He also streams on occasion. So that's Nicholas Tice. He used to stream a lot of Crazy House. He was atrophied in the early days of Crazy House on Lichess. So he used to be like the top Crazy House streamer. He streamed even before he streamed Crazy House even before, what was Tanda Man's handle? Now it's escaping me. You know how I mean. So he was like the first Crazy House streamer. Bughouse Lad was Nicholas Tice, otherwise known as Atrophied. And ZBB was Silent Scope on the Free Internet Chess server. So he played a lot there. Usually he was partnered to Chicken. They're friends in real life. ZBB, I think, went to University of Maryland. I think University of Maryland College Park. So I played with him over the board. And I was saying earlier that there was a Bughouse over the board tournament where I partnered ZBB for, and we finished second place. This was at the U.S. Amateur Team East many years ago. Maybe, I don't know, somewhere between 2010 and 2015, somewhere in that range. Silent Scope, yes. ZBB is Silent Scope. Bughouse Lad is Nicholas Tice. And Soccer Boy 6, I saw him playing in so the Collegiate Chess League. They do a Bughouse tournament once a year, usually in August, for collegiate players, and Soccer Boy was doing very good in that tournament. May have even won it. I don't remember off the top of my head. And I believe Soccer Boy is a student at MIT, if I remember correctly. Who won first place? In the tournament where I finished second place, Chicken Cross Road won first place. I forget who his partner was off the top of my head. So mate threat from Soccer Boy. Bughouse Lad wants to continue attacking. It's hard to attack here if he gets... I don't even know a way to attack. I guess he has to play like Rook at G8 in order to attack, but that doesn't really lead to anything. Rook at G8, then Knight at F6, but it's covered twice. So this is going to be tough. He's going for the rook. They're going to try to do this. I don't think it actually works out. Yeah, everything's just defended. Oh, whoa. Moving this bishop was not good. He needed to put a new bishop in. Well, now it's a flag battle. And this could go... Okay, well, BJ Baker gets mate. So ZBB had to sack a lot to try to get something to allow Nicholas Tice's attack to continue. Nicholas Tice's position was pretty undefendable, so the only defense was to attack. So I understand those sacks for sure. So up here, Alt 19 is Mindsport Glasses. He's been in the chat before. He's a streamer himself. I'm going to give him a shout out. So Mindsport Glasses, he streams basically mind games, including chess. He streamed Bughouse before, but he was a little bit rusty. He only knew about this tournament because I let him know about it, and he started, after not playing Bughouse in like over a year, Alt 19 started playing against basically 2 days ago, and has already got back up to 2200 strength. He's also very good at 4-player chess. He's qualified a few times for the 4-player chess world championships and gone pretty far in it. He plays bridge as well. I enjoy bridge myself when I'm not playing Bughouse. And some other, I think he also plays things like Backgammon Go, etc. So definitely check out his stream. Yeah, Alt 19, he's a very strong bridge player. There's a lot of Bughouse players who like bridge. Zizon also likes playing bridge. And Alt 19, I think he's fairly good at Go and Backgammon, but I don't really know much about those games myself, so I'm not in a position to evaluate his skill level at those. But you can check out his stream to figure out for sure. I think he's from Romania, if I remember correctly. All right, this guy matched me at 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and block him. And then we're going to decline the match request. Go die in a fire. So Alt 19 is going to run out of time here. I think he really needed to continue going. All right, we get to see VJ Baker versus ZVB again. Maybe after this game we'll find another team to watch for a bit. We're almost halfway through the tournament. Well, I guess at this point are we... Yeah, we're 5 minutes away from halfway through the tournament. VJ Baker trying to win a piece. He's got to watch out home base. King up is interesting, I think. Okay. Maybe we take this. I don't think taking the queen was best. I would have taken the rook. Generally, it's better to take a free piece instead of trade a piece for something. And this would have let him continue the attack with this threat here. So I like taking the rook better for VJ Baker. But on the other hand, he's much higher rated than me, so maybe there's some method to his madness. VJ Baker getting attacked here. VJ Baker just loses a piece. Now this is pinned. This defends and attacks at the same time. Trying to undermine the dark squares to put a knight in here, maybe. I'd probably take with pawn. Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe queen in. Queen in, then pawn in, or something like that. But I guess the rook would come. Queen does come in. To be honest, I'm not sure if this leads anywhere. Well, now it leads somewhere. You should not have moved the queen. Oh, he has a queen in hand. I guess it didn't matter then. Even if the rook had come in, that still would have been mate. Let's see how the arena's going. So as expected, the top 3 highest rated teams are doing the best in the arena. Let's check out another team. Who do we want to watch? We can check out Nonstop XX for a game here. Nonstop XX was in the chat earlier today. He's a streamer himself. And his Twitch URL is pretty similar to this. It might be exactly the same. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But he was in here earlier. And I believe he's Spanish speaking. Okay, so we'll watch this game. We get to see Silent Scope and Nicholas Tice play against Nonstop XX. Silent Scope already going in on the dark squares on the right board here. A lot of pressure on this queen. Knight check, maybe? Or you might just wait for rook. Okay, he's going to knight check. Hoping to pick up a free queen. Rook still mates. I like this knight move. Put some pressure on the queen. By the way, right now this bishop is guarded. This bishop ever moves away, and there's an attack. Potentially knight at c1, but I don't think it's going to lead anywhere. I think he just doesn't have enough material to attack. Bughouse lad is developing, trying to use his existing pieces. RFK invasion wants trades. Probably we're going to see rook over at some point. Well, this is covered, I guess. Silent Scope still putting a lot of pressure on this queen. And there's a queen, which can come in over here. Now you can take this twice. Oh, he's not going to. Okay. a rook mates, and the rook is forced, but they're down too much time. So all Silent Scope needs to do is stall. He is up over a minute, looks like up 40 seconds, so he can stall. And he's gonna give Bughouse Lad a chance to get safe. So it's the diagonal clocks that matter because they're both stalling. RFK Invasion is gonna run out of time first. So RFK Invasion has to make a move without that piece that he wants. So potentially he could play Rook takes pawn. Might make sense. Rook takes pawn, then Rook over, or something like that. But, I mean, he's going to flag. Alright, let's see. Who else should we watch? Let's check out Shaika. So we have an Israel game here. Shaika 211 from Israel, as is Igor B 1977. But they are not partnered to each other, they're playing against each other. So let's keep watching. Okay, I don't want to watch this. We want to keep watching Shaika if we can. I guess he's not in a game right now. He is on a streak of 8, which is pretty good. Maybe watch Dark Shrine and Graph. Oh, they're playing BJ Baker and Soccer Boy. VJ Baker, well, time is very close. If it were VJ Baker's move, then he would have some good attacks here. Dark Shrine probably wants a bishop. In fact, a bishop is probably going to mate. Bishop check. Then we take the bishop. I mean, bishop plus pawn. Well, even then he could come out, so no. Bishop check. 2 bishops mate. A rook mates immediately. Is that what they're going for? Knight doesn't mate because of this. Well, now the knight should be good here. Or no, it's not. I'm sorry. This is a flag battle. And 1.2 seconds to 0. VJ Baker a little bit better at the pre-move-in. We're going to watch Dark Shrine and Graph play RFK Invasion and Nonstop XS. Dark Shrine is sacked. So queen trade offered. I like taking the rook. Initiative is more important here. He's not that worried about the queen. His partner seems safe. So now Dark Shrine is going to get a massive attack. I think bishop check makes sense. Doing pawn check instead. Okay. I like bishop at f6, at f5, yeah. Because now if something comes in, you get to take it. Then you have knight check. Another bishop is going to be crushing for him. Alright, so knight back here. That kind of makes sense because we're guarding e2. So he can make use of his existing things. The queen in is going to be mate. Fairly soon at least. Queen back. Nice mate by Dark Shrine. So we're now about 50 minutes into a hour and a half arena. And the cream is rising to the top. We see the highest rated players are predictably winning the arena. That's a quick mate by Graf. Alright, is there another team we should watch? We haven't seen Czech Sharks. Well, let's watch this game. We haven't seen much of Shaika. But after this, we're probably going to check out Miss Jenny and Chess Sharks. Graf is on the attack. Another knight. Well, he already has a knight in hand, so he has mate with knight check, pawn check. This king can't move out. So that's a quick mate from them. Oh, Diley. We haven't watched Diley yet. Diley and Jordy, both from the Netherlands. So no doubt they are friends in real life and on a call together. And Diley's been playing a long time. Sometimes when I see these Europeans, I wonder whether I've played with them in person. Because I've been to the Berlin Gathering for many years. I think I've gone 5 times, maybe 6 times. I've definitely played with a bunch of players from the Netherlands. I'm not sure whether I've played with Diley in particular. I like this bishop move. We get to pick up a free piece. Whenever you can attack and defend at the same time. Always a good thing to do. This potentially opens up the rook. So Graf is gonna put some pieces in the way. Okay, Graf is getting his queen involved. That's a free rook. We take those. Maybe knight check first. Yeah. You could always trade queens. His partner is safe. He's choosing to continue with initiative. You can push the pawn. And now bishop mates. Knight check maybe while you're waiting. I think knight check was fine. This works too. Nice game. Let's check out Chess Sharks. Well, let's watch this game first. We do like seeing VJ Baker, Soccer Boy. This is a high-level game here. That's a free pawn. Now he's sacking. You gotta watch out. That's a mate threat. What are we gonna do about that? Okay, so he defends. A new knight would win the queen. Dark Shrine probably wants some trades here. This is undermining the knight. If the knight moves away, remember, this is mate. So Soccer Boy is probably going to try to deprive Dark Shrine of pieces. And you might need to give that up with like pawn at h6, pawn takes, queen takes, something like that. This is looking pretty good for VJ Baker. They're still up 7 seconds, and there's been a resignation. All right, let's check out Chess Sharks. Chess Sharks and Ladybug still trying to qualify. Not looking good for them qualifying this particular arena, but there's still 4 arenas left, so still a lot of chances to qualify. And in theory, in theory, it gets easier each arena to qualify because some teams have already qualified. All right, maybe knight check could be good. Knight check, take, take, or knight check, take, take, or we could just drop a pawn in. You're just pushing the pawn. That's a good move too. I like it. A little bit vulnerable. So bishop check on g6. And then Ladybug will need to hold a queen. They are up time though, so Ladybug can stall. Ladybug also has bishop takes pawn and then queen in. Looks very good for Ladybug. I think this is just a free pawn because the king realistically can't take it. I would for sure play bishop takes pawn if I'm Ladybug here. This should be mate for chess sharks. Don't quite see how yet, but I'm just kind of assuming. The Ladybug still should take this pawn. Kind of crazy that she hasn't taken it yet. Alright, chess sharks is just defending. Okay, she found it. Knight check wins a queen. And she did not play it. This threatens rook in for checkmate, but now she's being attacked. And I think the mayor's going to have mate on her at this point. Has to sack a queen to live. Well, should have sacked a queen for sure. Oh, they went on time. Very nice. And that was a strong team they're playing. The Chess Sharks playing a 2300. And Ladybug was playing someone like, what, 500 points higher rated. So that was a nice win for them. Hey, Devin. Thanks for the happy partner anniversary. Appreciate it. Devin, are you going to play in this tournament here? There's still 4 qualifiers left in the open section. So bishop would be nice, but if not, you just push the pawn and let the queen cover g2, which is what happens. I think knight in might have been fun, knight at d4. I would have ended up being a queen trade. Maybe that wasn't good anyway, because Graf is the one kind of attacking. Graf probably wants some pawns to get in here. Dark Shrine trying to attack. Freeing up the square for the knight. Probably bishop check. Okay, this looks good as well. Okay, did he not see bishops can move backwards? Bishops are hard sometimes. Bishops can move backwards though. That's a pro tip. Okay, we're looking at Dark Shrine and Graf versus Bughouse Lad and ZBB. Here's to be a strong game. Pawn check. Oh, never mind. It was not his turn. That's a free piece for Bughouse Lad. I would take that for sure. And he is sacking. Knight g5 looks pretty good. Also knight e5. They're both good. I would play knight g5 though, just because I would consider sacking again. Or no, I'm sorry. Knight covers. So yeah, knight e5 is better. Rook comes in. That's a free pawn. It also helps defend. I would have taken with rook because it would have threatened a mate. But this is fine, I guess. We take this? I think we do. I guess you could also... No, you could put a new knight in, potentially. Okay, he's bringing a knight. Oh, that just hangs a piece, though. Not so good. That's a free piece, though. We want it back. Knight check, and then pawn on f6 could be good. Okay. Well, now this queen is in trouble. Oh, this is mate. I'm sorry, on the left board it's mate immediately with a smothered mate. Nice mate by Dark Shrine and Graf. So ZBB and Bughouse Lad have lost a bunch to Graf and Dark Shrine. Alright, we want to watch... Okay, we wanted to watch the Ladybug team a bunch here. Where are they? They're not playing a game right now. They're on 11 wins out of 31 games. Maybe watch Alt 19. Let's check him out. Playing against Soccer Boy and BJ Baker. Soccer Boy on the attack. VJ Baker is attacking. So to be honest, I'm not sure if Alt 19 has a... Okay, that's a nice mate with VJ Baker. I'm not sure that Alt 19 has a partner that he's on voice with, which you always want in Bughouse, obviously. But my impression is that Alt 19 is just randomly partnering at the start of the tournament. Anyway, we get to see VJ Baker and Soccer Boy versus Chess Sharks and Ladybug. Obviously, VJ Baker's team's big favorites here. But sometimes Chess Sharks team has surprised us in the past, so they might do it again. Ladybug is defending. Soccer Boy trying to get more pieces on the board. What Soccer Boy eventually wants to do is make this queen move. And honestly, even pawn at d2 would have been good for that. So once the queen moves, knight takes pawn, and rook takes rook. Now we can see knight takes pawn. Sure, knight takes pawn. Rook takes rook. Oh, that's not good. I guess to take the queen with check. And that's mate for Soccer Boy. Let's check the stand-ins. VJ Baker, Soccer Boy on a streak of 12 games. Pretty nice. In second place, we have Bughouse Lad and ZBB. Third place, Dark Shrine and Graph. And fourth place right now, we have Shaika and the Mayor. Let's check them out. They're playing against the team from the Netherlands, Diley and Jordy. Diley and Jordy have a pretty good attack going. So a knight mates for Diley. Okay, he's just going to get safe. Take some of those pieces. There's a mate here, I think. Yeah, so if knight takes, then there would be mate for sure. With a smothered mate, it'd be a fancy one with rook check. Rook check, rook takes, knight takes. And again, remember the knight is here. But that didn't happen. Rook mates for Diley. They are down time. Alright, now we're going to see the mate. Rook check, knight takes. New knight in, that's mate. What we expected. Hey Jenny. Yeah, Jenny, that's going to happen in the open section. Really tough ops in the open section. I think you're going to have better chances in the challenger section. But good luck to you. And yeah, so Jenny Noob 18 is Ladybug 99. We're watching her right now. On the top right. Playing against, I think this is the fourth place team of Shaika and the Mayor. So if queen takes, then you could take this bishop. Nice attack by Chess Sharks. But this is a very nice defense. Ooh, I think bishop should have taken instead of queen. But okay. Still, Shaika's doing okay. Yeah, queen can come in and take the rook. So threatening rook in the back for a back ranker mate. I like this pawn move. It either blocks it off. If rook takes, then there's rook in and rook takes rook. I would take this rook for sure. Rook takes rook. I'd probably take with rook here, but either way is good for Shaika. And the mayor gets mate on his board. And Chess Sharks and Ladybug playing Diley and Jordy, team from the Netherlands. Diley is sacking on Chess Sharks. Good development from Ladybug and Jordy. Chess Sharks seems to be safe for now, but his queen is going to be tempoed a bit. Maybe less safe than before. Now a rook probably mates for Diley. I don't think Ladybug needs to give a rook, but is down about 6 seconds, so that puts a lot of pressure on. I don't think that led anywhere. The queen could have taken, probably should have. Well, now this is looking really good for Diley. Diley has mate. It's mate in one. On that. Nice mate by Diley, but I don't think Chess Sharks defended great against that. This should be an easier team. Simon 1986 is a FIDE master, but only 1400 at Bughouse. So a team of 1400s. Ladybug must have mouse slipped. She played King E7. And now Ladybug not going to be able to castle. Does not bode well for their team. This should be a pretty easy team to beat. So we could take this rook, but then the knight would fall. He's just going to stay safe instead. Bishop check's a possibility. He's sacking. Okay. Yeah, I guess this mates, so the sack makes sense. New knight in if he goes up. If he goes down, there is bishop in. So nice mate for Chess Sharks. Turned out to be a worthwhile sack. And now we get to see them play Alt 19. And we see here Alt 19 is a different partner from before. So Alt 19, even if he played phenomenally, would be unable to qualify having a different partner each game. Like you have to stay with the same partner in order to qualify. But he is able to get in some fun games at least. Chess Sharks getting attacked. Diagonals are good for the bug lover, but could just bring the rook in. I would just bring the rook in probably. Alt 19 asks his partner to stall. Trying to get a knight, I guess. They're down time though. Now queen mates for Chess Sharks. Also some possibilities to utilize these pawns. Putting pressure on the rook. That's just a free dude. And more pieces are going to allow more pressure here. I think you take that. So trying to get rid of this rook to put more pressure on. If the rook moves up, then knight check will be very good. They are up 4 seconds. Ladybug ought to stall, I think. Or, well, at least avoid giving the things that mate her partner. Now a pawn mates. She has to stall. Yeah, with pawn takes, maybe you even do king takes. Because if bishop takes... Okay. The Shark's not in the happiest position. I think Rook takes pawn first was much better. Knight check. Oh, okay, this works. Nice mate by Chess Sharks. That was plus 12 for them. So Miss Jenny was able to hold off a 2200 and alt 19. Very impressive. Now we get to see alt 19 play against Small Pal. Favel, this is qualifiers. We have a command for BWC. This talks a bit about the tournament. So basically, there are two sections. There is an open section and a challenger section. Challenger is under 2200 best. Open is any rated. Each of the two sections have qualifiers. There are 8 qualifier arenas. This is arena number 4 for the open section. And we just saw arena number 6 for the challenger section. So top 4 teams from each arena qualify, and they are seeded into a group stage. There are 4 teams in each group, and it will be a single round robin. So queen in is going to be mate. And then the top 2 teams from each group will progress to a single elimination ladder tournament. We have about 20 minutes left in this arena. I'm not really a fan of f3. That creates a dark squared weakness on f2, but maybe it'll work out for him. Working out so far, but they are down a little bit on time. BJ Baker, extremely fast player. Alt 19 sacked. The bug lover is saying no knight because a knight mates him. BJ Baker not waiting for the knight. Oh, I would have taken this queen for sure. Still would take the queen or the pawn. I mean, I would take the queen, but taking either is good. There's a lot of pressure. Oh, that's just a free knight. Yeah. Knight here. Looks pretty good. Knight f7. So easy mate for VJ Baker. Alt 19 has a nice attack, but is down too much time. Doesn't this? Okay. So 2 queens on the board. They're playing with their food a bit, just taking random pieces. So even a pawn would be good for Bug Lover to promote. But yeah, there's just downtime, down pieces, down position. I think VJ Baker is pretty much pre-moving every move. This is mate in 1 for alt 19, but they were not fast enough there. All right, let's find another team to watch. Let's return back to Bughouse Lad and CBB. We'll see how they're doing. Playing against Haggard Dion and Crazy Maharaja. Again, for those who don't know, Crazy Maharaja has done a lot of research on the history of Crazy House. So he's posted blog posts about this, where he finds articles from like the 1970s as for the early history of how how Crazy House was developed. He's done a bit of research on Bughouse as well, but mainly Crazy House. Your request to qualify was denied. So, Pavel, um, in order to participate in the challenger section, you need a best that is under 2200, and you need an account that was created uh, before November of 2024. Um, so if you have an account created before November and a Bughouse best under 2200, then apply again and you'll be accepted. Um, if you have an account that was created after November, then basically you can't play. If you have a Bughouse best that is above 2200, you can play, but it has to be in the open section. You can't play in the challenger section. So we get to see a high-level game here. So even trades, queens are offered. Bughouse lad needs to get a bit more development. Right now this pawn is hanging. Maybe knight out. Maybe he just gives up the pawn and plays rook over. Maybe bishop out. I'm not sure what he's thinking about here. He's thinking of attacking, apparently. See, the other thing is you're supposed to play from your main account. So if you are playing from an alt account, then you will not be eligible for any prizes and could be disqualified at any point. So when knight mates, this knight is under attack. He's trying to move the knight away. Now we're going for this knight. Oh, I would have taken the bishop probably, but he's continuing to go for this knight. Oh, he got the knight. Okay, that's mate. Guess that worked out for them. So they're on a streak of 10. Meanwhile, the top team, the VJ Baker team, is on a streak of 20. So eventually these two teams will play each other, and one of them will get off streak. Let me make sure I'm not missing any requests to join here. Yeah, I don't see any requests to join. Earlier, I would say like an hour and a half ago, this team here, Bughouse Lad and ZBB, tried to join the challenger section, but I declined their request because they were too high rated, clearly. And then they played in the open section, which is where they should have been in the first place. ZBB has a nice attack going here. He would like to get some diagonals. Nice, put it on this side. Get rid of the knight. Getting the queen involved, I like that. Oh, that trades queens. Oh, that mates his partner. They're gonna sit. Bughouse Lad is gonna try to fix the position, and as soon as a queen is okay, they'll trade the queens. Oh, that's a nice find. Now he doesn't have to trade the queens. Now he just has to give a knight. To be honest, knight check probably wins. Knight at h6 was a winning move. Knight at h6 and then pawn pawn. So the mayor missed a mate there. This is mate in 1 for ZBB. Okay, he made it mate in 2. So the mayor missed a mate there. I mean, unless, like, I think there was a move when he held the queen and gave a knight when it was the mayor's turn, and the mayor could have dropped a knight in for mate in 3. But maybe I misunderstood the situation. They're playing against Chess Sharks and Ladybug. We're going to watch this game, and then after this game, we're going to switch to watching the VJ Baker team. Going to be a pretty tough match for Ladybug. Bughouse Lad, extremely strong at both chess and Bughouse. Now there's a light squared weakness here. Bughouse Lad is sacked. And rook is good for him. Knights are probably good. He could even just bring the queen in. But there's the rook. That's going to make things easier. Knight back, or you could just move the pawn somewhere. Oh, he's going to use another knight. I think that's not needed. Not great technique, but it'll work out anyway. And push the pawn. And push the pawn again, his mate. They are up time. So ZBB could just stall. Alright. This is exactly what we wanted to see. So these teams are both on long streaks, a streak of 21 and a streak of 10. VJ Baker needs to make a move here. Not sure what he's waiting for. Team abandoned. Wow. That gets them off streak. ZVB is still on streak. I don't know why that was abandoned. That was really weird. The VJ Baker team is still winning though. Is there any teams that we haven't seen that we want to check out more here? A lot of people playing. 8 minutes left. I guess we'll check out the Chess Sharks team while we're waiting for other games to start. That's a free knight. We take those. I'd probably take this guy. Okay, he's going to save his queen. That's reasonable. Rook mates. Knight check. Rook in, some other mate. So queen also works. Ladybug doesn't need to give that though. She could always stall. So he's going to have to find some moves. Gonna attack the queen. Rook is under attack. Yeah, it gives up the bishop to unite the rooks. That makes a lot of sense. I might even play this, just bishop out. Okay, this is interesting. It's spicy. You could take the bishop, or you could just knight check. I would probably take the bishop. Wow. They are up time. This is mate. This is chess mate. No blocker. Nice find. Ladybug can just stall, and that's a win for them. It's a pretty strong team they're beating here. Nice mate by Chess Sharks. And kudos to Ladybug for being up time there. Alright, let's check out the VJ Baker team. And this is the rematch we wanted. The top two teams playing against each other. We have 7 minutes left in the arena. So he takes the knight that's in his face instead of the queen. Makes sense. CVB just mainly going for defense here. Oh, a rook mates for Soccer Boy. Could take the queen. Well, never mind. This is a crushing attack from Bughouse Lad. Now even a pawn mates for Bughouse Lad. The bishop mates as well. Knight check. Nice mate by Bughouse Lad. Very impressive. They've played a very strong team there. They're now on a streak of 15. But again, you don't. So it's pretty clear who our top 4 teams are going to be here. You don't need to finish first in this arena, or even second. Top 4 teams qualify. All right. It looks like we have another game to watch here. Check out the VJ Baker team. And now they're playing against Chess Sharks and Ladybug. I assume Soccer Boy's going to sack. Oh, not yet. He's not going to sack. But he's attacking the castled king. Oh, he's going to get the rook involved too. Nice use of the material by Soccer Boy. Ladybug under a lot of pressure. As is Chess Sharks is putting pressure on VJ Baker, but it's just going to be tough for Ladybug to survive this. I think you can take the knight. This discovered double check. Looks pretty strong to me. Then a bishop would be very strong. I would take the knight for sure. Oh, maybe they're looking at fancier stuff. Okay. Well, now you take the knight. Or you take the rook. Taking the rook is fine too. You can take the queen. I don't like this bishop move. It's not a good move. A sack. Very nice sack. Pawn check. Oh, unfortunately VJ Baker got the mate. But it was a good try by them. Nice development by Soccer Boy. Things are getting a bit wild on the VJ Baker board. There's a lot more pieces there because of the trades before. Alt 19 takes a free pawn. His partner's getting attacked though. His partner needed to give up a bit of material. Lining up the rook file here. Going to be tough for the bug lover to defend. Alt 19 has a nice position. His partner maybe not so much. Well, the bug lover is starting to attack. He needs more to attack though. All these squares are covered. Rook is going to be good for Alt 19. Maybe he just grabs the material at this point. Pawn at G7, I assume. Maybe knight at D6. Yep. And continue into tempo. Pawn check. Grab a queen. Knight check. Oh, knight in the corner. It's very nice. The bug lover wants something to attack with. This pawn push is interesting. The idea is if it were his move, then queen in and queen takes bishop. Alt 19, continuing to attack. Knight check. Knight check. This looks good. His partner got the pawn he wanted, but I assume VJ Baker is going to sack and go for broke. King takes, yeah, safety. Knight defends right now. Knight takes. Oh, and the game was aborted. But Alt 19 had a really strong attack. Okay, we're gonna unfollow people. So, oh god. I hate it when the thing closes that was telling me the results. That's annoying. There may be a way to get that back. Let me see. Okay. Okay, we have the results back, so that's good. Okay. So, finished in first place, VJ Baker and Soccer Boy 6 with 48 wins out of 53 games. So they only lost 5 games there. 177 arena points. So very impressive. In second place, we have ZBB Esk and Bughouse Lad, otherwise known as Silent Scope and Nicholas Tice, with 47 wins out of 54 games for 173 arena points. In third place, we have Dark Shrine and Graph 765 with 35 wins out of 47 games for 115 arena points. And in fourth place, we have Sheikha 211 and the Mayor 101 with 25 wins out of 36 games for 74 arena points. So yeah, another thing that's impressive about these top 2 teams here is they played a lot more games than the others. So they played 53 games for the first place team, 54 games for the second place team. So they got quick wins. So congratulations. Yeah, Jenny Noob, you guys did fantastic considering the strength of your opposition. You got some impressive wins in there. All right, we're going to look for somebody to raid. If anyone has any suggestions, please let me know. I'm going to check the chess category, see who's streaming. Oh, it looks like Collegiate Chess League is streaming right now. Let's see, is anyone streaming variants? A lot of people streaming chess today. All right, I don't see anyone streaming variants. So instead, let's go up. I'm thinking maybe we raid Blood Queen. Yeah, let's send her some viewers. Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to stream some future arenas. There is another arena later today. I think it's in 6.5 hours, something like that. There might be another arena even before that. But I'm going to try to stream them all. So thank you everyone for watching. Really appreciate it. We'll try to stream the rest of the arenas this week. I only missed one arena on Wednesday because I was teaching a class at the time, but I tried to stream the rest of the arenas. Congratulations to those who qualified. Thanks to everyone who played for giving us some very interesting games to watch, and look forward to seeing the rest of this tournament. Bye everyone.